sentenced to 30 days in jail. Gurhot Singh Gill, Dilbal Singh Hitoy, Balinger Singh Jawandi, and Joginder Singh were sent to Headingley Jail after being sentenced this morning at the Provincial Court building. Warren Priest reports.
Bringing down his sentence, Judge Laurie Mitchell called the attack on the acting Indian High Commissioner a very scary situation. After viewing a tape of the assault some 30 times, Mitchell was convinced the Sikh demonstrators were using their placards as weapons. He said the assault could have had serious consequences for Canada, adding the court has a mandate to deter similar attacks in the future. A lawyer for 3 of the men says the sentences were unduly harsh and says the assault was judged in the light of recent unrelated incidents involving Sikh extremists.
If there'd be no further actions by what had happened in the Air India incident or in Vancouver Island or what is going on in Montreal today, this thing would have gone unnoticed.
A Sikh supporter was surprised at the severity of the sentences.
These 4 accused, they have no criminal record. They are all family men. They give him sentence for 1 month. What kind of justice is this? But we Sikhs, we have no homeland. We have no country to back us. That's why this thing happened. If we have an independent Sikh state, this thing was not going to come.
Kuldip accuses the Indian government of staging the whole incident to discredit Sikhs and says KP Fabian, the Indian official attacked, is a Soviet agent. He says the facts weren't brought out in the trial because Sikh witnesses didn't testify because they weren't allowed to wear their kirpans in the courtroom. One of the defendants unsuccessfully took the issue to the Supreme Court and was subsequently tried and convicted of assault in absentia. The attack took place July 18th in Winnipeg when local Sikhs were frustrated in attempts to get information from Fabian about friends and relatives in the Punjab after the June 6th battle at the Golden Temple. The Sikhs' lawyer said justice would have been served with fines instead of jail terms.
Visiting Manitoba 2 years ago, Ross Rutherford reports.
It was a tough pill for the 4 men to swallow. All with families and jobs and never having been in trouble with the law before, they suddenly found themselves in jail this morning convicted of assault. A judge had sentenced them to a month behind bars because of their involvement in this. In July of 1984, the 4 men attacked India's acting High Commissioner to Canada, KP Fabian. The assault took place outside the newspaper offices of the Winnipeg Free Press. At the time, tensions were running high. The Indian government had attacked the Golden Temple, the Sikhs' holiest shrine, and hundreds of people had been killed and injured. These men said they just wanted to get information from the commissioner on the welfare of their family and friends living near the temple. In imposing sentence today, the judge said he could understand the strong emotions that the Sikhs felt at the time, but he said a jail sentence discourages other people from attacking political figures and guests to Canada. He said if it hadn't been for the police, the situation could have been much worse. Lawyers for the 4 men were upset at the jail sentence.
And I think that perhaps they are being scapegoats for the bad publicity the Sikh community has been receiving across Canada. I particularly refer to the Vancouver Island incident, the Air India crash, and the arrest in Montreal with respect to the alleged conspiracy to murder an Indian MP.
Schwartzwald says the sentences will be appealed. Ross Rutherford, CBC News, Winnipeg.